You're stretching. I should
I'm stretching.
stretch. I need to pop a lot of my bones. They all need popping.
Yeah, I'm sore.
Me too. In more ways than one.
Oh, God. Yeah. I've been cleaning mold out of my master bathroom. What have you been doing?
Oh, I've been recovering from a biopsy that I feel almost killed me. It didn't, but it was a little touch and go for a while there. I bled a lot. The bleeding, it was intense. We don't have to go there, but
Yikes.
things are tough around here right now, aren't they? You would say that?
I would say that things are tough. I think you nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hey, everybody.
This is That's Pretty Dark, but as you've probably noticed, this is not a normal episode of That's Pretty Dark.
Not your average darkness.
Yeah, you're probably seeing that there isn't, a 2-hour rant, on the timer ticking down for you, and you're like, what the hell? What's going on?
Yeah.
So we're here to tell you exactly what's going on.
So if you just began your 2-hour run, we apologize.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Your 2-hour jog through the park.
You're going to have to listen to something else. There's plenty of good stuff out there, don't worry.
Don't worry.
Yeah, but we wanted to make sure that we put out, something to say Happy New Year, first of all.
Happy New Year.
This is 2022.
Yeah, finally a holiday we can all celebrate in unison.
That's right.
Except
around the world.
at 24-hour increments.
Yeah, time zones. You remember when I had to explain time zones to you? That's another conversation, but...
To me?
Yes. Yeah, because you were going to an audition and it was in the Eastern time zone and we live in the Central time zone, and I had to remind you that time zones were a thing. I didn't explain time zones to you.
Let's rephrase. You didn't have to explain time zones to me. You had to remind me I was crossing into a new time zone.
I had to remind you, yes, that the Eastern time zone existed.
Because I forgot.
Because you forgot, and it could have been real bad. These are the things we do for one another.
And also, it wasn't an audition. It was a role I got cast in.
You know what? You're right.
I was showing up for the shoot, my friend.
That's true. You're right.
Get your facts straight.
My mistake.
It's 2022. Get your facts straight.
I'm speaking nonsense in 2022.
Look, we are anti-ignorance.
Oh, that we are.
We're leaving that in 2020 and 2021. Well, 2016 to 21.
Hey, I try to leave my ignorance behind every day. It doesn't always work, but I do my damnedest.
Look, a little more every day keeps the ignorance away.
Speaking of that, we figured that it was also a good idea to be candid with you all about why there is no real episode this week, and kind of our future plans and just what's going on in our lives and how things are shaking out for us. And we talk a big game about taking care of your mental health and your physical health, I guess.
Sure do.
We talk less about that, but
well,
we talk a big game about our mental health, and so we wanted to practice what we preach and
sure do
be straight up about, what's happening.
Yeah. What we're going to do is actually change our schedule a little bit. Instead of the weekly grind I've been subjecting myself to, we're also going to go to every other week for right now.
Yeah, we had a goal in mind to finish out the year of 2021 with every week episodes, and we were really excited about that, proud of that.
And we did it.
And now we're just looking at the realistic, schedule, the burden that puts on Christian, because, we're doing it all ourselves, mainly Christian, editing, etc. So,
all of it.
And we also have to do notes, and, we're both doing notes for episodes and getting things together. So, in addition to our day jobs and the life that we live, it just seems more feasible for the moment to release episodes, every other week instead.
And what that will do, it will keep us fresh, keep us available. There are times we've recorded that I've really felt how tired I am, and I'm like, man, I really need to get it together. I need more sleep. I need to be able,
The content can't suffer. That's our goal.
We're doing this as a hobby. This is just fun for us. We talked about it for a couple of years and finally just, pulled the trigger, and here we are. And it's been awesome, but we want to continue having fun.
Yes.
And to do that, you need to rest and you need to take care of yourself.
Yes.
So that's kind of the goal here, is to be rested, be prepared, do much more, if not more in-depth research. Just keep the quality at its, at our standard, if not, find ways to grow.
Right.
And how we can do that is to, not cut so much each week and give you longer episodes, bulkier episodes every other week that will last you longer. We won't have to. cut ourselves short.
We actually do cut out a good bit of the content that we record. Some of you are probably like, what do you mean? They're already really long. But
how can you release 2 hours?
But I also, I know a lot of people like the longer podcast episodes. And so we're just kind of doing what feels right for the content that we're making. So every episode is a different topic, and each topic we try to give it what's due. But then sometimes we do end up cutting a lot of it for time and just other reasons. So
easing off the pedal a little bit will help us just sort of relax and have more fun with it.
Yeah, for sure. It's been an uphill climb to get to the end of the year, and we think in 2022 it's going to be even better. We've got so many really cool, exciting things that we're planning on doing. I kind of want to tease some of those things now. Yeah.
Kaylin is on her couch, unable to even work. I don't know, bleeding all over the place.
Yeah, I've had a rough time. I'm being honest.
I go check our schedule for the next year, just thinking, man, when are we going to record next? How are we going to get all this stuff done? And I go look at our schedule, and Kaylin has filled out almost every single week of content.
Yeah.
So we have so much cool stuff coming.
So I thought that this little PSA, this little after school special, as Christian called it earlier, which I really like, because again, we are advocates for mental health. We're trying to practice what we preach, but in that same vein, we're excited about the content that we're making. We also talked about how just before we started recording, as often happens, we have great conversations and then we hit the record button and we're like,
should always record.
But this is important to us because making art, making content, making things like this is a compulsion for both of us. Life is short. Life is, finite. It is unpredictable. And making art is something that we both have just always felt a pull toward, just forever. It's something that anchors both of us into reality. We both deal with a lot of mental health struggles, and it's one of the of the better parts of our life, even when it is difficult and challenging. It's something that means a lot to both of us. So
we create stuff because we have to.
I
mean, there's just nothing else for it.
Yes. We have to. And if
option.
We don't, we feel really terrible. So it's really a double-edged sword. We're going to feel bad doing it, and we're going to feel really bad not doing it. But that being said, whatever the schedule ends up working out to be right now, probably every other week, that may change. We'll just feel it out. We'll see. And we're going to be very honest with you guys and keep you posted. So make sure you're following us on social media.
Hell yeah.
Because we'll keep you posted there. We'll make it clear what's going to happen. So, when
because we're not always going to put out a little after school special episode. Right. We're like, hey guys, mental health is important.
But it's a holiday. We're like, hey, let's just have a chat.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation. But yeah, for sure.
We're going to be open and honest about it is, the point. So you already know that we don't have a full-blown.
You'll already know.
Super dope, incredible, just so well researched, so well executed, perfectly polished in the edit.
Well, you don't want to promise perfection
for your ears.
Hey, just so you know, not possible.
Fine, I won't promise perfection. I will strive.
But you strive for it to the point that you make yourself ill.
Self every single day of my life. And if we're going to be candid about this, we tried to record 3 hours ago.
Yes.
And we sat down, and I had technical issues with my interface or my cable or my microphone. I don't know what the problem is. It's fine.
We're still not sure.
It's fine now. But man, I just was like,
there's always going to be something. The thing is, there's always going to be something in the way.
Yeah.
But we just have to do sometimes. The show must go on, but in a healthy way. And that's the millennial way that I hope we bring to everything is, yes, the show must go on. Things have to happen. Stuff has to go on. But you can do that in a healthy way.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
Pick your moments. That
being said, are you guys ready to hear about some of the really cool stuff we have? And this may be over we have enough content for years. I don't want to sit here and say this podcast isn't going to fall into obscurity like so many new podcasts do. I don't want to be that person.
It won't.
But we have a lot of ideas. We have a lot of content. And we're excited about the content that we have.
Pumped.
Right now, I'm working on notes for a special on Hey Arnold, a creepy episode of Hey Arnold. I can't wait to share that with you guys.
I'm already scared.
We've still got a lot of episodes of season 1 of Are You Afraid of the Dark that we're going to be releasing.
Yeah.
Lots more movie nights.
Well, after that, we have another season binge from another show.
That's right.
Season 1 of a different show that we're going to be covering.
Depending on how things shake out, probably toward the end of this year. So we've just got a lot happening.
There's a lot going on.
And it's even if we're not recording actively every weekend, doesn't mean that we're not researching and, preparing.
Yeah. So we're going to do All Dogs 2.
Oh, yeah. We do want to do All
Heaven
Dogs 2. That's a plan. I'm excited to do Oliver and Company because I reference it so much and it's so dark.
Yeah.
It is just simply so dark. I'm very excited to talk about it.
So dark.
Oh, and something that we're both really pumped about that we've wanted to do since we started the podcast. We plan to do
Yeah.
a series on subliminal messages in children's films.
Mm-hmm.
Like what really happened, like the fiction of it, where, you know, where the lines got crossed, the sensationalism of all of that. That's going to be a really fun series.
All that clickbait stuff that you
Yes.
you find yourself like on these old rabbit holes and old like YouTube videos where you're like,
Totally.
what, that spells sex in these cartoons?
Exactly. Yeah, we're pumped.
And that's
to do
also going to
that.
be a really fun drinking game because every time I stutter through the word subliminal, you can be like, oh, that he stuttered.
Subliminal
Take a
is a
shot.
tough word.
Subliminal.
It's a tough word. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's not your
I'm making
fault.
fun of myself. If you have a stutter, I'm with you. I hear you, dude. I cut out most of my stutters, by the way. FYI,
Oh,
I stutter a
speaking of
lot
being
in these
candid,
episodes.
He's not as bad as he says that he is. I think it's worse in his head.
Kaylin just says,
I do that for sure. Yep. There's a pause. Yeah. Oh, there's many things that I do that frustrate
So
you in
many
the
things.
edit. We know.
like I
this.
told Kaylin, she was like, you know, you probably hate me so much in the edit. I'm like, well, no, I hate both of us. And I edit until I don't hate either of us.
Right on. See, that's all I need. And if you're out there listening and you're like, well, you're both kind of annoying anyway, then that's
Well,
the
then why
best
are
we
you
can
listening to
do.
this?
So
Stop.
what are you doing?
If you don't like us, just tell your friends that they'll like us, and then, you know, you can,
Yeah.
you know,
Just dip on
go
out.
yourself.
Oh my God.
I mean, no, Happy New Year. Man, it's been a rough day.
It's been a rough day. It's been a rough week.
It's been a rough week.
It's been such a rough
I found
week.
mold in my bathroom. I've
Just-
been cleaning that. You're bleeding.
I'm bleeding.
Out of
It's
your
just the worst.
vagina.
I sure am. Ladies and gents, you heard it here first. So I'm here to tell you, I told Christian I was going to be very honest about this whole process, this whole situation.
Yeah.
As we are advocates for mental health, I'm going to sit right here and tell you guys right now, male, female, whatever gender that you happen to identify as,
That's pretty dark exclusive.
please go to your regular checkups. Go to your annual visits as much as they suck. I have severe, and when I say severe, I mean severe, like debilitating health anxiety that I've had for most of my life. It was doing better, you know, now it's not, but that's another story.
Yeah. It ebbs and
You
flows.
have to go. You have to go to your doctors when they say get checked every year for certain things. Go do that because you don't want to end up in a position like me where it's been 5 years since you've last been to the doctor and you start dealing with issues that, you know, could have been not necessarily prevented, but maybe noticed earlier.
Yep.
I still don't know what I'm dealing with, again, to be candid, but it's not fun and I don't want anybody else to go through it. So, you know, not everything's preventable, but everything is better if you know earlier.
Indeed.
And it sucks to do, but hey, take us with you. Put us in your ears and just go sit in the waiting room and just do it. Make that your New Year's resolution. Go to the doctor. Even if you think you're okay, just go to the checkups that you know that you need to go to. And you know what? None of us are getting any younger.
Also, if you don't have health insurance, you know, you should probably get some.
Yeah. It's just...
Not for us or for society. It's for you.
We all struggle, and don't even get me started on the American healthcare system and all of the pitfalls that exist.
Yeah.
I understand that it's not perfect and not everyone is privileged enough to be able to, you know, do the preventative things. But if you're able, if you can, do them, please.
Take care of yourselves.
Take care of yourselves because, as I've learned, as much as we may have support in our lives or not, depends, you know.
Depends.
But as much as we may have support in our lives, the only person that's actually going to take care of you is you.
That's right.
That is a hard lesson to learn growing up,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just a fact. You're responsible for you. You're responsible for your physical health and your mental health.
That's true.
So take care of it.
Take care of it.
Go talk to somebody. If you've been thinking about therapy, here's your sign. Go talk to somebody. Just everybody. That's not, you don't have to be going through a crisis to go to therapy. That's a huge misconception. Just
Oh, no.
go.
Yeah, it just helps you get through the day sometimes.
Yeah, it's going to help you with everything. It's going to help you with your relationships, with your communication, all of it.
That's my goal for 2022 is I'm going to start regularly seeing a therapist.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear.
I'm putting that out there. I've been getting closer.
He's inching closer every time I yell at him about
every
it.
day.
Which, you know, yelling at somebody about going to therapy doesn't sound like the most productive.
better go to therapy. I'm going to kill you.
Oh, my cat. Do you hear the buzz, buddy? Buzz wants to say Happy New Year as well. Sorry. Ooh.
Happy New Year, Buzz. Thanks
He
for
said, wow.
contributing.
Sweet boy. It's okay, buddy.
Yeah, but that's one of the things we always talk about is like growing up and the way we did in the 90s with all the cartoons and these idealized versions of life that we grew up on, thinking that that's what the future was going to be like.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
It's not.
It's not like that. So, I mean, it's not like we have it harder than any other generation being millennials. But we do have a particular brand of like, the world doesn't work the way that we thought it did.
Yeah, we were promised a lot of things.
Something very different.
It's just a reality. And the more that we understand ourselves and our emotions and the way that we, process the world, the better we will be for ourselves and for other people.
Yeah. So what's one of your big goals for this year?
Oh, a big goal? Mostly just not to die. Right now, that's my main goal.
That's a good goal. That's also my goal
so
for
hopefully
you.
to just survive. But also, I don't know. I've been on a journey toward living authentically for the last several years, as you know.
Yeah.
And just being honest and much more myself than I was growing up. I was just the most people-pleasingest person that you could ever meet.
I'm the most people-pleasingest.
And my goal really is just to keep striving for the authenticity that I didn't have. I've been making connections with people, talking about my ADHD and neurodivergence and understanding myself better, and it's also really helpful to be like, but I'm also not the only one dealing with this.
Yeah.
So that's really great, and I hope to keep that up big time.
For sure.
I can't say that I'm, an expert on anything, but I do feel like I've learned a lot about the way that I think and the way that my mind works, and it's helping me. I can have better strategies, better coping skills, etc., that I just didn't have for a long time.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
In a similar vein, I mean, I'm doing the same kind of things too, but my main thing is a healthier work-life balance and spending more time with my friends, just hanging out.
Good.
Because I just work so much.
He does, y'all.
I work too much.
He works himself just to death, and that's not.
It's stupid.
That's, we just are not here for that. That's not what it's about.
No, life is about more than that.
Life, in general, I mean.
There's way more to do. Way more to enjoy than just getting stuff done. I mean, get shit done always. But make time for your friends and family.
Yeah.
And hang out with them and have fun.
Yeah, fun. We should both, that's our common goal that we'll share, is to more laughter, more fun in 2022.
Have more fun. Right.
I like that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let us know what your goals are for 2022. I don't want to be like the cheesy resolution person. And I mean, you can start a new goal anytime. It doesn't have to be the beginning of the year.
Well, this is the season of Capricorn, my friends.
Christian and I have always found a special, spiritual magic in this part of the year, especially the week between Christmas and New Year's. And there's a lot of tragedy going on. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of... The pandemic's not gone, guys. Here's my other little PSA.
It's coming back.
Well, it never left. And
that's true.
Get your vaccines. Get your booster shots. Read the science. Don't listen to things that aren't science. Protect yourselves. Protect your loved ones. Wear your masks, y'all. Wearing a mask is such a simple thing that you can do. Even though the CDC just recently shortened, we're going to date ourselves because we are releasing this on New Year's Day, 2022. So if you're listening after that, buddy, you know more than we do. But
yeah,
the CDC just shortened their quarantine guidelines, basically just to make sure people can get back to work sooner, which essentially ensures that the virus will continue to spread. Yeah. And it's all about the bottom line. So
I want to know who's paying them. Who's paying them to say that?
I mean, all of the capitalist big business honchos that govern everything about our country, but
screw all of them.
I'm very passionate about people being smart and being safe. So whatever that means to you, be safe, protect the people that you love, protect yourself, and like I said, nobody's going to do it for you. But we do hope that you'll stick with us in 2022. Despite, some changes in scheduling.
Yeah.
Wherever that may take us, we still will be here. We still will continue to bring you content, and we are excited about it. And we love hearing from you, honestly. And also, we should take an opportunity really quick. Again, I know we mentioned it in the last episode, but just to thank everybody for listening.
Thanks.
Thanks for all the listening that you're doing. We really appreciate you.
It's great.
Whether you're interacting with us on social media or just, lurking in the shadows listening on your own, that's okay too. We love you
all. And those of you who have written to us and we haven't gotten back to yet, thank you for your emails.
Hey, yes,
and
that too.
We will be responding
Absolutely.
to
Yes.
We're just figuring out social media and how to connect with people we don't know. It's a brand new thing for us.
But we're working. We're working on that.
We're working on it. We're figuring it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man. Okay. I
Sweet.
think, is there anything else that you want to say?
I feel good about this.
Me too.
I hope people listening feel good about this.
Yes. Send us your good vibes. We need them. I need them.
Yeah, these are our good vibes to you.
Good vibin' to ya.
Good vibin' with an apostrophe on the
That's
end.
right.
Good with an E, vibin' with an apostrophe.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Good E, vibin'.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, I guess that's it.
Yeah. Happy New Year from us to you.
You know, keep checking your phones every single second for us to be releasing content.
We will let you know when and how it's coming. Don't worry.
That's fair. We'll just let you know when it's going to happen.
But we look forward to it. Thank you, Christian, for, 13 episodes of the end of the year craziness. Thank you for all you've done to make this podcast happen.
I promise this isn't scripted, you guys. She's actually thinking.
Yeah, this is genuine. Like we said, candid, no script.
Thank you for doing this podcast with me.
Anytime. Most of the time.
We finally started doing this.
Finally.
So we've been around this year for about as long as the Furby was out. Its first year, for 3 months.
That's true.
Yeah,
amazing.
The fall season through up into the winter. Man, we're
it's our favorite time of year.
We're just Furbies, you and me.
Oh, Lord. I hope I'm not a Furby.
God, I hope I'm not a Furby. I hope you're not a Furby.
I've been a Furby all along, and I just rip off my skin, and there's
No, I'm
Furby
just like
skin.
this delusional kid who's still playing with this Furby, and I think I'm an adult.
Whoa,
a 30-year-old man
zoom out,
having a
and
podcast.
it's just you and a Furby
I
with
wake
a
up
microphone.
from this coma, and they're like, "What's a podcast? What are you talking about?" I'm like, I never understood the name. I never got it.
The spinning top.
Yeah, spinning top. All right, cool. We're not going to waste any more of your time.
Yeah, thanks for listening, and we look forward to getting back to you soon.
Yes, we love all of you. Have a
Love
great
you guys.
New Year's.
Bye.
Peace out.
Oh, Lord.
Go drink some alcohol.